It's a sugar shred, bitch. Rain, sleet, or snow. You can't see it. Yeah, there you go. That's the reality. Lightning off in the distance and shit. Trail is absolutely empty. But your boy is glistening. It's partly sweat. We are at about 3.5 miles, an hour at it. Been doing some sprints. Took some calls. All that stuff is here, baby. Lucky Seven's rolling the dice. Today is my birthday. 41 years old. Aging backwards. Best shape of my life. What did I learn from sugar fasting? And what will I keep in the lifestyle going forward? So today's update, 235, which if you'll recall, 235 on the dot. Actually, I think I probably lost. It was like 235.4, whatever it was yesterday. I'd have to go and check. But it was like 235 point something. It's 235 even this morning. And I would tell you that is an improvement because 2 days of refeeding, and yesterday specifically was a whole pizza by myself, 2,500 calories, plus the shred juice, fruit, honey, whatever I had in the morning. So about 3,500 calories yesterday. Solid refeed day. Sushi buffet day before that. Fried bananas and cheesecake. So yes, I am 7 pounds heavier than my low of 228. So 3 pounds away from that goal, 225. But I'm alive. I'm living in this motherfucker. So no love lost. So what did I learn? Well, started this journey at 248. Now, mind you, where I am right now today, probably less now that I've gone out and done some sweating, but where I am today is only 13 pounds lighter than that. However, throughout this last 42 days, I have lost 20 pounds, touching a low of 228. And losing 20 pounds in 40 days is fucking magnanimous, fucking amazing. With buffets, multiple buffets, all you can eat, drinking, staying up late, living the life. Pizza, wings, fats, experimenting, exploring, candy, sodas, all of it, fam. And I hit the lowest. And I'm in the best shape. Taking pictures in the mirror, seeing the top of the abs come in. You maybe seen it. They be doing this V-flex for the thumbnail. Yeah, the best way to get six-pack cut up. Do this. Yeah, I'm not at that point yet, but your boy's gonna have a reveal. Watch out when I hit that 15%. But yeah, I was doing that flex like, oh damn, that shows a lot of all the ripples and cuts and everything in there. Let me try that. Got in the mirror and, tighten up the core and like, oh, I see my diaphragm and, oh shit. Yes. So what all have I learned? Sugar is not the enemy. Carbs are not the enemy. And a refresher to all the things that I learned before, changing my mindset, changing my discipline, being willing to explore and getting the breakthrough, getting the results, that I can have discipline in diet and enjoy myself, live life, be social, that I can mix and mingle the macros now that I understand them and utilize them and apply them like tools, and that macro cycling, the removal of one or more macronutrients in the diet, guarantees fat loss results. Like I'm actually genuinely excited because as I have this calculated ability with multiple tools, right? Keto, fat burning, I know that in high protein sparing modified and fast, I know that in sugar fasting, I know that in I've experimented and used and I know how to dial it in. Along with, the 10,000 steps, everything I've picked up this year, measuring your food, measuring your macros, all the nutrition. I'm actually excited to start helping people, genuinely. I'm gonna put together some options, products, some knowledge, just some things I can give away, things I can help others with. I got people, reaching out within my community that I personally know already. And it's like, I'm living it, I'm enjoying it. That's what's made this sharing this journey so natural, easy, and like daily life. This isn't a challenge for me. If you know what I do with my other channels, this is light work. I can just hit record and bring y'all in. I don't even have to make a script for this shit. But anyway, all that aside, the energy available. I've gotten the results. I've lost weight other ways. And the things I have had to do. I take shit on like a warrior. Fuck it. What's the point of complaining? If this is what it is what it is. And I'm still going to go max. And on sugar, my God. Shout out if you've ever tried it. Goo, this little packet energy gel, they say. Honestly, it's a processed form of honey, but it tastes good. It's got amino acids. There's no caffeine in it. Reading the back, it has like some compounds, chemicals, things like that. It had leucine and it kind of had me curious, but it says no protein. But it does have 450 milligrams of amino acids. So I'm wondering if that's going to stop any FGF21. Meh. But with today being my birthday, by the way, I'm not tracking calories. I'm eating. I'm going to go ahead and experiment. That's what I've been doing the whole time. I'm going to experiment with eating intuitively. But if I'm not tracking anything, I won't really know except what the scale shows tomorrow. But I'm going to enjoy fruits. I don't have any meals prepared. If somebody wants to get me a birthday meal, then by all means, I'm going to enjoy. But I'm literally kicking my schedule off, kicking the food tracking. I didn't go to the gym this morning. I just said I'd get my steps. I might go later if I feel like it, but I'm just doing what the fuck I feel. My world, my time to shine. So things I'm going to be keeping: sugar, carbs. Like, oh my God, I've always loved fruit. But compounding it, honey, maple syrup was cool. But stacking all that stuff together, fruit bowls. Oh my God, I had some kiwi, some pineapples, yogurt, put some chia seeds in there, and honey on top, of course, chopped up a Fuji apple. Oh, that thing was delicious. I love when you have a bite and it's just like, you feel like a kid. It's like, damn, that's good. And yeah, there's the satiating, do I have, like I said, after 72 hours, you get to that 2.5 day, 2 days of just sugars. I know that my body needs something, but hey, that's what you get to live for. That's why I refeed. That's why I don't hold back 2,500, 3,500 calories, whatever, and still enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to knocking down past that 225. What I always say, 5 pounds in a week is possible. So if we hit 238, I think 223 will be the next low that I'll shoot for, the next 5 pounds. And that's how you got to do it, fam. Incrementally bite off weight loss inside of your lifestyle. Get your low 5 pounds lower, float, like allow the fluctuation, allow the refeed, allow the everything, because you're going to be, I promise you, macro cycling. You're going to be, if you stick to anything to effectively get results, you're going to stable out. Your body's going to get to its homeostasis. But the enjoyment of the process. Oh, and one takeaway, the calculations, 15%, 12 to 15% is definitely where a six-pack comes out. It becomes visible. So I'm looking forward to hitting that. That's the new mark. Body fat percentage. What I'm taking away is knowing my body's capability, knowing what my body looks like, knowing that sugar is not the enemy, knowing how to balance out all the macros, knowing what it feels like to be energized. This workout right now, I did have my coffee, MCT oil, 2 tablespoons of sugar. I did have first liter. I always rehydrate, shred juice first thing in the morning, potassium, magnesium, salts. It's just snake juice, but sugar shred over here, bitch. But I had that, and then I had that goo packet and a little oat and honey granola packet, like 2.5 grams of fat, 0 protein, all sugar, a little bit of that starch. Again, not tracking anything, but that's what I had, and the energy, bouncing on my run, sprinting all out. What's that cat? Ashton Hamilton. I don't know. Somebody out there doing the sprints. You know who I'm talking about. In the water baths. But yeah, what I've learned is, like, always be open to learn. Even if you've lost 100 pounds, even if you found something that works, even if you've done something some way, YOLO. I mean, that's really the motto of this channel. Always be willing to learn. You only live once. Always be willing to discover, challenge your beliefs, challenge your thoughts, because on the other side is fucking glorious. Like when you find something that changes, or you learn something new. Maybe it goes the other way. Maybe I gained 10, 15 pounds. Fuck sugar. But at least I know, right? I can't stand anybody speaking from the ignorance. Somebody who philosophizes, theorizes, what should happen, what could happen. And there's valid weight to that, right? There's people in the community sticking to the science, sticking to the facts, speaking to the reality. We don't know how it'll impact. We don't know stress hormones, FGF21, while it is of benefit. When we take to manipulating what nature does automatically, it's going to counter off. When you start popping pills, it's going to have side effects. When you change up your diet, it's going to have other things that your body's naturally going to do. It has all the chemicals, it has all the compounds, it has all the hormones, everything that it needs. It just wants to keep us fucking alive when we do dumb shit. Like pack on the weight, or don't give ourselves the food when we need to get rid of the weight. And it's got all the tools, whether it's just sit your ass down from a heat stroke so we can stabilize out. But it's gonna do what it needs to do. What I'm gonna keep going forward, honestly, this diet, I am ready to hit 15% body fat so that I can actually see, one, the results of all the muscle I've maintained. I'm at a solid 180 pounds, and that's a good staple, data to have, because now I can actually start tracking, am I losing muscle mass? That's something I haven't really been paying attention to, but I just figured out that my scale has that. It'll tell me free fat body weight, and along with skeletal tissue, muscle tissue, all that. And while it may not be the most accurate, it is an inaccurate measurement. So as it changes, I can count on it being accurately inaccurate. So it still gives me data. So I'm gonna be taking that forward, and once I get down to 15%, wherever the six pack comes in, you'll know. You're gonna see it on every fucking thumbnail. But I am going to start with the daily protein and starch and really build it into the ongoing lifestyle. So I am looking forward to not even experiencing after 48 hours, 70 hours, like not having the just sugar. And maybe that looks like I'll need to adapt to it every other day, sugar fast, to maintain. Maybe I can just straight up refeed with protein and starches in the evenings. But I am looking forward to experimenting with that phase next. But that is what's next. This has been the first stretch of the journey. 42 days, fam, 20 pounds down. And like I said, 235 today, living into whatever's there. But I saw motherfucking 228 on the scale. Do you understand that in frustration, January of just last year, January this year, December last year, is where I reached that frustrating point. And the video's out there, go back and look. Pissed as fuck that I put in all the work that I put in. And this is what I expected on the other side. Shout out to my guy. I think it's Ironclad Fitness. Real good guy. Been commenting on him. He's been talking about sugar fasting as well. He even did a video on manifesting. I need to comment on that one because I align with him. He was talking about, when you get a vision, when you get a manifestation, when there's something of reality you want to live into, the opportunity shows up. The thing that you're supposed to be doing just naturally shows up. Not just the magic, it appears, but you doing the things, you being that different person, you aligning with that reality shows up in a way in which things happen. And I was frustrated after 6 years having lost 100 pounds, putting in the effort and not getting that my tools are not effective for what I want to need to reaching this point now. And with that, I was exploring, plant-based eating, skipping meat, high protein, all the meats, everything but carnivore pretty much. But inside of that, still fluctuating, still yo-yoing, still binging, still in the 260s, 270s, 278, then 248, and then sugar fasting. Like the things I've done in this last 6 months, was it 7 months now, this year, have genuinely changed everything for me to be, damn, that's right, 50 fucking pounds. Earlier this year, fam, 50 pounds heavier. When I set the mark, okay, walking in, measuring in with the trainer at the gym, what would be an ideal weight? 225, you're gonna look good. 225, that'll be, you're gonna come back and be all kinds of ripped up. Trust me, that's what the trainer's telling me. So that was the mark, that was the goal. Let's see what I look like at 225. 228, 7 months later. Fucking did it. This year, baby. 2025, feeling alive, aging backwards, best year of my life. That's fucking crazy. Just to even reflect on the things that I've done. That's what I'm taking away, is what's possible even after. 6 years after trying, 6 years after losing over 100 pounds and finding what I needed to shift a gear, to get in alignment, to try and be open to new things. No different than when I first saw intermittent fasting and thought that was voluntary starvation. When I first saw sugar fasting, they're eating candy and sodas and shit, which I have now done some of. It's like, what the fuck are they doing? I'm not interested in that, but let me learn something. What are they talking about? Honey, huh? All right, let me try this. Started with the trial. Fuck it, by Sunday I was hooked. And bam, that was my sugar fasting journey kicking off. And here we are at the end of it, crossing the finish line, turning 41. No excuses, fam. And especially nowadays, I'll be honest, I've always had this mindset. As you know, I've been in the gym for 27 years. I don't understand when I hear about people in 20s and 30s, TRT, supplementation, I coach men, blue pills, can't get it up, TRT, needing testosterone. Like, I know why, because of the work I do with men, what's missing in our masculinity. and our hormones and stuff. But to that, I'm 41 years old. There's another cat out there. I forget his name of his channel, but he's been experimenting with it as well. He's big on taking people 16 weeks, losing 40 pounds, ketosis, carnivore. You know, he shares his journey and everything. I've been following him as well. But with that, I think he's getting up to, he's like 48. But the same thing, just, and I don't even think he's been in the gym as long as me. He started like 24. But the same thing, just doing what you need to do, paying attention to your health and your nutrition. And it's like, I don't feel a loss of anything. I don't know what the natural decline is, but I know of what the standard and average of what everybody's going through nowadays to need treatments and interventions and androgynous adjustments. And you're not in your 50s and 60s. Shit, you're not even past me. I don't understand it. I refuse. I refuse the antiquated, outdated views that you just get older, that you just age, things just break down. No, you use it or lose it. You're in the best shape of your life around high school typically, because that's when your ass was active. That's when your ass had to get out. Nowadays, that's not even the case. I got kids on screens and shit. But the whole point, use it or lose it. Your health is your wealth. And I'm on top of the fucking world, and I get just the simple, it's like a fresh paint job type shit. Like what you give yourself in confidence, in discipline, in just knowing yourself, rewarding yourself, how you feel, how you move. All of the little things that I would need a whole fucking documentary to talk about what it's like to be 400 pounds and what it's like to be nearing 20%, 15% body fat. Fucking night and day difference. And to go through life with that, you fucking deserve it, you beautiful child of God. In the meantime, we'll be right here. Wishing you the best, only success, being the best version of myself. Let's do it one more time for the birthday edition. Be on the power, bitch! Hope y'all are having fun. I sure the fuck am. The question is, people, who are you going to be? Peace.